What is up, guys? It is Farzy here, and welcome to a Minecraft tutorial. Now, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you want to learn how to do a skeleton or zombie mob spawner for XP and their loot. So let's not waste any time, let's hop right into this and get to work. So, what you're gonna need is 2 buckets of water, 22 ladders, and 1 sign. If you gotta pause it, there's your stuff. Get that stuff. It's that simple, not a lot to this design. Get your materials and then find yourself a mob spawner. Okay, once you're in the spawner, it should look like this. This is a skeleton spawner. They're not all equal in the exact block proportions for each spawner, but it's okay. Just light it up, make sure they can't spawn, or put it on peaceful. That's what I would do, but if you want to keep it on a difficulty, that's fine. Just light it up. What you want to do is make sure each wall extends out 4 blocks. What I mean, 1, 2, 3. Alright, 4. So make sure each one goes out 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just break out the rest, make sure everything lines up like that. Very, very simple, but make sure from the spawner, each direction goes out 4 blocks. It's very important. Well, don't touch the ground yet, just the 3 blocks of the walls. Don't touch the roof, just do this. Alright guys, you should have this left. A big empty room, 1 jump height, very simple. Next step, you're gonna dig down 2 blocks on the whole floor. So everywhere, even under the spawner, go down 2 blocks. Very, very simple. Make sure you can walk under the spawner without jumping. That's the height you want to have it at. Alright guys, that was the really simple part. Now let's get a little bit more advanced. Next up, you have to find out where you want this to be pointing. So let's say my house is out in that direction. I want to be close to the spawner. What you want to do is dig 1 down for that direction. And on the opposite side of where you're going to go, put a hole on this level. So again, dig down 1, and on the opposite side of where you're going, put a hole there, because water will go in there eventually. Not yet, but they're going to be streaming down this direction. So make sure you have that down. Alright, this is where your water buckets come in handy. Go to where this little indentation is, go up 1, and just over the side, somewhere around here, just not in the way, you're going to dig out those 4 blocks and make an infinite water source. Make sure it's not on these walls or any other wall. Make sure it's on the wall with the indentation. That is very important. Don't mess that up. Trust me, it's a pain in the ass to fix that up. Just put your water source there so you can easily access your water. Get your buckets all ready, and now we're going to do some real waterworks. Okay, now what you're going to do, to each side wall, meaning where the line breaks up the 2 halves on each side of the wall, you're going to go to this wall on each edge, the very last block. You're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the other side, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So the wall should be broken into 4 blocks back on each final block, and then simply meet it up. So dig until you find the blocks. There you go, it's met up. Do that on both sides. Okay, now on each of these little indentations you made, take out the block touching the ground. That's all of them. So that's, for lack of a better word, how to describe it, but you see what I'm breaking? These bottom blocks, make sure those are all broken so the water we put back there can stream freely through here. Same thing on this side, again, easily just break all the blocks in there so it's a free stream. Now after that, what you're going to do is put water on every other block in here. So you see 1, you're going to go in here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. It doesn't matter. Every block, every other block, it doesn't really matter. The most efficient way is every other, but you can do every block. It's up to you. And once you do that, what you're going to do is go in there, and you're going to fill it in. So I'll go on this side just to start off. You're going to slowly back up. It's tedious because of the water, but just slowly back up and fill the blocks in. So this should all be just 1 block tall where the water is, no one can get back here like that. Do that on the other side and then come back to the video. Alright, if you want to make sure you did it right, check to make sure all the water goes all the way down. It's straight line. There's no turns, no twists, no nothing. Just like this. Now if you have your little infinite pool, you can just cover it up. It's okay if the water's still in there, just make sure it's not accessible. And next up, in this indentation, put water in there. So what happens, the skeletons are going to spawn up here. They're going to not drown, they're going to get pushed by the current and then go down here. When you get right here to where the water stops, dig down one, put more water, and keep digging until the water stops. So maybe about, I'm not sure how many blocks that was, but just dig until it stops and then leave off right here. Alright guys, this part is very important, so be careful. So you have to pick one side. You can't make your kill room straight ahead. You gotta pick either left or right. So let's say my house is over there, but it's kind of towards the left. Do left. If it's to the right, do right. If it's straight ahead, just pick one at random. And you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let me explain this. The fourth block is where the skeletons are gonna spawn. These three, when we're all done, these will be filled up. So we're gonna break it for right now, but that will be all filled up. And they're gonna drop right there. Now beyond that fourth block, you can make a room. So my advice for you, just dig down and around this block. So when you're in your room, that fourth block should be stuck out at an elevation of 1 high. So you see in the room, it's just stuck out by 1 and it's 1 above your ground level. That's your best bet, take my word, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna put a block up here. Or sorry, you're gonna put a block, let me just improvise real quick. Put a block right there, and the skeletons will be right here. They'll be pinned in, you can hit them, they can't escape. That's how this design works. So, there's no specific design to this that you have to follow. Just make sure that there's one block that they cannot go side to side. So, maybe fill in this extra wall right here, but make sure 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Has to be 4 across. Okay, this is the toughest part of the whole design, so be careful. Go back over to where your stream ends. Make sure you have 22 ladders, no more, no less, because I've known the hard way. If you mess this up, you have to redo the whole kill room. It's really annoying, so make sure you have 22 ladders on the dot. And you're gonna go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go all the way up to 22 and stop there. I'm gonna count this off camera so I don't mess this up myself, but make sure it's 22 ladders up, no more, no less. I'll meet you guys up there. Alright guys, up here is the 22nd block. What you're gonna wanna do after that is dig up 1, 2. So this should be 23, 24, and pick your sides. If you went left down there, dig left. You see I went left because that's what I had down there. So to double check, you can just easily go down the ladder and make sure your killer room is on that side. This is a very rookie mistake. I've done this plenty of times, so you go the wrong direction, but make sure. Left, I go back up, and it's left. Now when you're up here, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, it's lined up with down the bottom. So down at the bottom, it goes 1, 2, 3. Fourth block is where the skeletons drop. What you're gonna do here is very simply dig straight down. If you're in survival, do this step first so you don't mess it up. What you're gonna wanna do, put a sign right there at the end, put water on top of the ladder. So the skeletons will go up the ladder, get sucked up here, and they'll go right here and whoops, fall down. Now, dig straight down and go when you find your little kill room. It should be right here. You see, we go right into place. So, that's just about it for the up above design. Now we just gotta do the finishing touches on the design. Alright guys, on this final step, make sure you bring a sword, some armor, or something, because it can get dangerous. What you're gonna wanna do is go back in there, fight through the current. Yes, it's very annoying, but get through there, come back in here, break off the torches. Be very careful. I'm on peaceful, but if you're on hard mode or any kind of difficulty, this is very dangerous. So break those, and you're all set in here. Skeletons will spawn. Let me just put this on hard mode so you can see they will spawn. So we go in there, You see, here they come. Now, when they come in, quickly, go back in here. You're gonna patch up this wall. 1, 2, 3. AKA 6 blocks, but just 3 across. Put an upper row right here. It can just be the one, but I think the upper row looks a lot more, like, less derpy. So there you go. Now they're gonna fall in here. You'll see in 1 second. In the meantime, maybe dig out some more of your area. But you see, here they come. You can get rid of the torch. That's just my own little idea right there. But you see, they go right there. You can easily kill them. Now, that's it for the design. If you guys want to design it yourself, aesthetic-wise, go for it. But if you want an actual... what's the word I'm looking for? If you want an actual interior, good-looking design that has good function, stay tuned. If you just wanted to see how to get the skeletons to be one hit like this for XP, sign off right now. But if you decide to stay, you're in for a treat. Alright guys, here's the final design. You see, it's very, very unique. Follow something kind of like this. Just use a bunch of stairs, 2 kinds of block, and just make cool patterns. This is what I did. You can do stuff yourself. If you want to copy this design, go for it. I'll try and slowly kind of show you guys the whole thing. If you guys want to copy it, just look at what I'm doing. And yeah, go for it. Copy it. Here's a ladder way just to get back up to your house. So I think it came out pretty good, and it is functional. You got to give it a second to warm up at first, but when they start coming, as you can see right now. So that's it, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you found this very helpful, and hopefully it worked out for you. If there's any problems, comment it down below, because I will address it. I will help you guys out. I promise. So, back to what I was saying. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. And I will talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye.